So let's start. So this session is exclusively for mid-market companies. And my name is Anandhu. I head the mid-market corporate department in Odoo, India. So what we do, basically, we focus on our internal projects that we do as a Odoo integrator, specifically for mid-market companies. We are quite a new team. We have been established 2 years before, but we have seen a spontaneous growth in the team and in the demand of opportunities. So today, I'm going to discuss about why you as a mid-market company should choose Odoo as a solution provider. So let's jump into the agenda. So we'll be discussing about importance of mid-market. We will be discussing about why Odoo is the right solution for your company. We'll be discussing a bit about my team, and I will be discussing more about the implementation methodologies. Then, yeah, of course, Q&A. So you will be putting all your queries in the Bird, and afterwards, we will be answering all the queries. So, as you know, Fabian has started the Odoo. Fabian started building Odoo by having a mindset of providing solution for SMEs. Why? At that old time, there were no proper solution to manage a proper SME companies. Yeah, softwares were there, but they are not fully functional. That is why we started the solution for SME companies. But now, you can also see we are becoming more and more successful in mid-market companies. So if you see in the graph, what the graph says, compared to 2023, when you look into 2024, our demand has been doubled. So how? So let's see specifically, if you see in 2022, we have received 1,000 leads. In 2023, we have received more than 3,000 leads. But if you compare till now in August in 2024, it's more than 7,000. It's exploding. Now we have to identify the reason why the demand has been boomed. Why companies started liking Odoo for their solution. Why mid-market companies are specifically choosing Odoo. So let me take you through that. So there are specific reasons which happens, which creates this demand in the market for Odoo. The first one is value gap in the mid-market. So when I talk about value gap in the mid-market, I also would like to take you through this particular slide where you can see the market has been categorized into three. You can see SMEs, there is mid-market, there is also corporate. Let's start from SMEs. So there is always solution for SMEs. What they are providing for small companies, whatever they are required for invoicing, accounting, small problems they are solving with the solution. When this mid-market company tried to purchase that software, tried to adopt that software for their company, it's not working. Why? Because it's completely affordable, but it's not providing full functionality inside the software. So when mid-market company try to adopt a small software which is used by SMEs, which is not properly working for their company because it's not fully functional, with that they cannot run the entire business. The other hand, if you see the corporate companies, you know, there is legacy softwares. Let's talk about SAP, let's talk about Microsoft Dynamics, let's talk about Oracle. They are fully functional. They have all the features with them. But what is the problem for choosing that product for mid-market companies? It's about the license cost. It is going to be so high license cost for them. They're charging $150, you can say $20,000 per year for one user. So when it comes to mid-market companies, they are not able to adopt that particular system for their company. Here what? The gap in the mid-market which happens. Now here, the right solution is Odoo because we have a proper system with 60+ application to run your operation in an affordable price. For an example, you are a company who do manufacturing of a furniture. Let's say the entire operation starting from building a website, generating the leads, after the leads, the pre-sales department, the sales department, after that production, you can say project and services, you can say after-sales services. So each and everything you can completely manage through this particular solution. So that is why this gap has been created in the market, and through that we are choosing a perfect solution like Odoo, which is affordable and which is fully functional to run the business. Now, the second point when we talk about that is client growth and internal use. So as you know, we have started building our software for SMEs. So after 6 or 7 years, all our SME customer has been grown into another level. So you can say the small companies and grown with us to a mid-market company where they need a proper solution and functionality inside the software. So of course, we are being a solution provider, we have to build the software according to their level. So we started building all the functionality, features, everything which is required for that particular company. Also, we also grown from small enterprises to mid-market company, where we provided proper updates, upgrades, solutions, whatever happens in the industry practices, we started providing all these solutions to that particular companies. Also, we have internal usage of Odoo. Let's talk about Odoo here. So Odoo is a company which is starting from Belgium with one company. The second company has been appointed in Odoo, India. After that, now we have 19 companies across the globe. Now, we have centralized CRM, we have centralized contact book, we have centralized projects. So we collaborate in projects. We also collaborate in CRM by discussing with multiple customers, multiple companies. We also communicate with Dubai team. We also communicate with Belgium team. So being from SME team, when we move to the particular mid-market company, so we have 19 companies here, and internally, we use this entire Odoo in our operation, starting from human resource, sales, purchase, we can say the after-sales service, all department is using Odoo. We are not using any other software for the same. Now, all-in-one solution. Now, why this all-in-one solution? You know, there are softwares for CRM, there are softwares for managing your projects, there are softwares for building websites. So what they do, they solve a single problem for a company. So when we talk about Odoo, it's all-in-one solution where 60 plus applications are catered to complete your requirement in your business. Either it can be sales, either it can be manufacturing, either it can be website building, anything it can be. So having a all-in-one solution will reduce the integration, will reduce the multiple databases, reduce the cost of subscription. So that is why the system is all-in-one. That is one other reason people started choosing Odoo for mid-market corporations. Yearly update and stronger product. Now, when I talk about yearly updates, last year we have launched at the same time Odoo 17. After that, we have 17.1, we have 17.2, we have 17.3, 17.4. Now we are going to upgrade to Odoo 18. So you can see how fast we are going and how fast we are giving the upgrades. Now for me, if you ask that why you have to choose Odoo, to choose Odoo is to make the wise choice. So before I am going to tell you why Odoo is the right solution, we have done a small market analysis with mid-market companies where we have understood couple of factors, couple of reasons they are trying to choose a software, why they are adopting a new software, why they are changing from their existing software. So we have found a couple of factors that is affecting. So let's discuss about that before jumping into the product. Now, the software for a mid-market company must reduce cost. It means when I'm taking a particular software, when I'm purchasing a particular software for a mid-market company, the cost should not exceed so much. Of course, the mid-market company want to reduce their company cost. They want a fully functional software in a limited budget. So that is why one reason. The second reason is improve business process. So when you talk about business process, as I said, we grown from a SME company. Every individual features we have been developed in Odoo, that is for on the layman layer. It means anybody who doesn't know about the software, anybody who doesn't know about how it is going to work, they can use Odoo because the software has been built in a way which is completely user-friendly. It's so easy to use. Now, when we talk about making the accounting and taxation, so let me tell you very frankly here, majority of the company is using ERP in India, but most of them are using Tally because their auditor is using Tally. So they want to keep all the data over there in Tally and the rest of the data here. So when I talk about Odoo, so you might have seen the taxation policies and everything in the keynotes. Still, I would tell you, we have all the functionality according to the Indian standards. Let's say we have GSTR direct filing, we have e-way bill direct, we have e-invoicing direct, we have TDS, we have TCS. It's a complete package. You don't have to use any other solution to manage your accounting. Now the multiple locations. Also, the systems, current ERP no longer meet our requirements. Because why this is happening, whenever I start a business in India or in any other country, whenever they start doing a business, they are not thinking about the future so much. They are just thinking about, okay, just I need a software for inventory and sales, that's it. Then they started building a system, either they are purchasing a subscription of system, but by the year, after 2 year or 3 year, what is happening, their business is growing. They need a service department, they need a project department, they need a after sales team. So, but this current system which they are using, it doesn't have that capability to scale up. So when you choose Odoo, it's 60 application, even you can start from sales, invoice, inventory, purchase. From there, you can grow up to another level. That means that 60 application. You can add on the software for the entire department. Also, the another factor is multi-location. You know, when you say mid-market companies, that is not small. It's not a small SME. They have multiple locations. Let's talk about any mid-market company. They have a location or they have a business in India. They have another branch in Dubai. They have another branch in France and another branch in Kenya. So they have different location. But by using Odoo, we have multi-company, we have multi-currency, we have multi-location, and many multi-features with us. Now here, our centralized data is going to be at one place. Even the companies are in different places. Imagine your employee from Dubai, your employee from India, and your employee from Kenya are working in the same project with a single database in a single software. So that is why the multi-location process is available in Odoo. Now, let's see that why Odoo is a right solution for mid-market companies, because we built a unique product. It's flexible and modern tech. So we built the software with very recent technology, and it is flexible. Imagine you have a salesperson. That salesperson goes to the market to meeting a customer, and he wants to create a quotation. Either he wants to collect the payment from that particular customer. He doesn't have laptop with us. So in Odoo, we have options like collecting payment through using a mobile. Either you can collect the payment using a laptop. Either you can collect the payment through a tablet. So it's completely flexible. We have multiple level of operations, and you will get the system in iOS, you will get the system in Android, you can get the system in tablet, mobile, and laptop. Now, if you ask about affordability, we have did a small market analysis where we have understood. We compared ourselves with one of the Jain software which provides CRM. So they are charging almost 20,000 per user, and what they are providing is fully functional CRM. But when it comes to particular accounting management, they don't have accounting application, they don't have inventory, they don't have manufacturing. So let's say the company want to manage the entire operation, but they end up in paying so much of subscription cost by solving one single problem like sales, and rest of the application they have to buy another application for the same. So when you talk about Odoo, we are 10 times lesser than the Jain companies which provide single solutions, and you can completely manage your entire operations. Now, intuitive and fully integrated, it means the 60 application what Odoo is providing is completely natively integrated. You don't have to integrate it by your own. You don't have to connect it with any plugins. Everything is natively connected. Let's say you are a manufacturing company. You can generate your leads from Odoo website. You can communicate with them from Odoo CRM. You can send a quotation from Odoo sales application. Then once the confirmation has been done, all information will flow to accounts and manufacturing applications. So they will get to know that, okay, we have to do a manufacturing because we have done a sales. We have to collect this payment because we have done a sales. Also, when we are going to do the manufacturing, also it will automatically let the purchase department knows that whether we have raw material or not. If you don't have the raw material, they will do the procurement from the best vendor, which you have been mentioned in the system. After that, we can keep the after-sale service. So everything at one place which is fully integrated, you don't have to do the integration by your own. Now they create a lot of third-party applications which add value to the software. Then scalable, when we talk about scalability, let's say one customer who is having 10 users, the another customer who is having 1,000 users. Here what happens, Odoo gives the perfect speed and performance in the system. How? Because in case of mid-market, it is always going to be hosting Odoo SH, either it going to be on-premises hosting. In Odoo SH, we are providing that level of performance, CPU memory and storage environment and development environment, which will give you the complete feasibility of using the software. Even from the 10 users to 1,000 users, the performance is going to be the same. Now, that is what I was talking about, all-in-one solution. When you see the Indian companies, they are using minimum 7 or 14 application for their organization to manage their entire business. You know it is how complex it is. You know that WordPress is used for website, Salesforce is used for CRM, Tally used for accounting, but this all data is in different places. Now, for connecting these, we will use connectors, we will integrate it, and we will put it in Power BI, which is ending up in paying so much amount. Now we have understood what is mid-market, how the demand has been increased for Odoo in mid-market. Let's talk about if you want to implement Odoo for your own company, either you would like to know about your own company that how this implementation process is going to be. So I'm going to tell you who to connect, how to connect, what methodology you have to follow. So we are going to discuss about the same over here. Now we have multiple options. Let's say mid-market corporates, partners, and collaborations. Mid-market corporate, ourselves as an internal company, as a Odoo integrator, ourselves is going to do the implementation. If you see most of the legacy softwares like SAP and other companies, they don't do proper implementation directly from their own company. All the implementation will be done by a partner. Now in Odoo India, as an Indian company of Odoo, we do the direct implementation for all mid-market companies. Let's look into the benefits of that. Working with the editor, it means you are directly working with the OEM of the software, the one who built the software. Also, we have best implementation practice. If you have seen to Google and if you just put Odoo implementation methodology, you'll get an entire 30-40 page of implementation methodology, which we are following from more than 15 years. And it is very strong implementation methodology. Most of the customers likes that. Now, if you talk about our experienced team in large projects, that means in our implementation team, in our development team, we have so much experienced people who has been worked for many large projects. So how it helps you to get it implemented, it's always going to be an industrial person. Let's say you're going to do in the manufacturing process. So we have a specific person who know the entire flow, who know the entire practices of that particular company. Let's talk about a distribution company, so who knows about that? So we have many consultants and developers who works for the larger projects and lot of internal resources. When I talk about lot of internal resources, even in Indian company of Odoo, we have 762 employees in different departments. Let's say about development, let's say about sales, let's say about consulting. So we are having enough functionality and enough employees to cater these mid-market companies to get it implemented. Now let's look into partners. So we also have an option to get it implemented by partners, industry experts, and vertical solution. When you have so much complex solution which is not industry practice, there is a specific thing which you have to follow, which you have to be completely developed or not having any relation with so much industry practices. In these cases, you can connect with the partners and integration capabilities and different software know-how. So this is a unique process that you have to understand. Being Odoo company, we know very well about Odoo. We'll do properly implementation for Odoo for the entire company. Now, imagine a company who is using SAP, also who want to use Odoo. There they are looking for a small integration between the software. Maybe they are looking for a big integration. In that cases, partner can come in place after our recommendation, who has done this process, who knows about this process. So they know, since they know about both these products, it will be easy to get it integrated. So that is how we can choose for partner. And the third option is collaboration. How the collaboration works, it always Odoo is going to do the implementation for a specific segment. Let's say any of the particular features, any of the particular field that one of our partner has been already developed this feature. So in that cases, what we are going to do, we will onboard a partner to do a specific process. So 90% has been done by Odoo and 10% done by partner. Now this is MMC India team. We have 10 business advisors, 47 business analysts, 6 project directors, and 93 developers. Now let's talk about MMC implementation methodology. This is what we specifically do for all clients. This is what I think I should express more. So we get or we generate leads through multiple mediums, and we get our leads from the peer references. Whenever we get a lead, our business advisor directly get connected with them. So once we have understood the complete methodology that how the company is going to work. So first thing what we are going to do is a proper qualification about the customer. We spend most of our time in qualification, not in demo, not in negotiation. So majority of a deal closer which happens inside the qualification process. We go to a company, we understand them, what is their basic requirement, how many companies you have, how many warehouses you have, and what kind of accounting standards you have. After that, we move to different departments. We go to manufacturing, there we understand what is going to be your manufacturing process, how many workstations you have, what kind of quality check you do have. Then we go to the purchase department, then we go to the sales department. So like that, we completely manage the entire, we understand the entire operation of this business. Then we go for a proper demonstration. So once we're done with the proper demonstration, so they will understand how the system is going to work. So once they have been done with the demonstration, we'll also share a particular RFQ that will be containing the entire requirement of the customer. We have another column which says that how the solution is going to be. We have one more another column which says that what is standard and what is development. So the entire process is managed in this way. Once this has been shared, once the demo has been done, once the qualification has been done, we provide a ballpark figure to the customer. The Indian customer always like to get the ballpark figure before they are jumping into the system. They want to know that how much budget it is going to be. So we give a ballpark figure which is having 70-80% of accuracy. Once everything has been settled, the next process is a ROI analysis, which is the biggest and the best practice which we follow. In ROI analysis, we send a Odoo consultant to your company who will be sitting there for 5 to 10 days, and he will be collecting this entire requirement in a proper manner. Then he will come back to the head office. He will be finding the solutions from developers and the product specialist and everyone. After that, they will prepare a proper documentation which says what is the requirement. After the requirement, how much it is going to be customization, how much it is going to be a standard process. Then we'll prepare a roadmap of implementation, how this implementation is going to be. After that, we'll come to the licensing part also, the pricing part also, the most important part. So you'll submit this also, that, okay, this is your requirement, this is the roadmap of implementation, this is the license cost. After this, we have a proper POC demo after the gap analysis. So in POC is called proof of concept, where we have two things. One, that development POC, that we cannot show all the demos which is going to be a development or creating a workflow. In that cases, we do development POC document where you will be able to see the use case, screenshot and everything. After that, we have a POC demonstration with all the company stakeholders. This is how the company is going to work. And once everything has been done, the customer has been signed the agreement, then we start the implementation. We have a proper project application to manage that. There will be multiple developers, maybe 5 developers working in one project. There is one project director, there is one accounts manager. So all these people are working together in the same project. They will be having different tasks. We do the configuration, we do the master data import, we do the customization, and we do a UAT testing. After that, we provide go-live support. Once the implementation has been done, you started using Odoo, you also have your accounts manager. He will be taking care of the entire renewal. He will be taking care of your scalability. Let's say you are using only a couple of applications of Odoo. When you get new features, when it's time that we say that, okay, we have to go for, go to use another software also. Let's say another department also. Let's say they are not using human resource application of Odoo for their company. So always our accounts manager will be pitching. Always my accounts manager will be telling you that, okay, this is what you can use because the applications of Odoo is completely free. You don't have to pay for anything. And keeping a good relation with having tea and coffee with the customer. So this is about the entire operation and process of MMC. And I think we had put enough questions. I don't know how much questions you have mentioned. So I will call Gala to the stage. So we will be, yeah. So by mic you can tell, then I can answer the queries.